So you're recording?
I'm recording. You're recording?
Yeah. So we both had the exact same grieving process right there.
The 40-ounce podcast with Steve and Joe. Here are your hosts, Steve and Joe.
Hey everyone, welcome to the 40-ounce podcast. This is a podcast where we drink a 40 within the space of half an hour and talk to each other. I'm Steve.
I'm Joe. How you doing?
We're going to start drinking right now.
So the word of the day is gravity. But if it's two words, can it be two words?
We're going to have two words of the
The
day.
two words of the day are high gravity.
Right.
In that order. Doing a steel reserve. How much do these cost? $3?
$6 together. So yeah, $3. Today is Thursday, February 23rd, which is also known as Naked Tuesday. So Joe and I are buck naked.
Naked Tuesday is held on a Thursday. That's a little known fact.
Is it? Did I just say that?
Yeah.
We just started drinking. Oh no, I hope it's not a tumor.
I think it's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
Right. So we have some events planned. We've tried to do this podcast before, and it's been a little amorphous. So we're gonna get into some events later.
Yeah.
The one events, one of the things is called current events, and I was thinking I would totally troll you by having every article I ever came up with to be about currants,
No.
like the fruit, but I didn't do that.
That's dumb.
I didn't do it.
Well, that would be actually kind of clever, though. So
little.
we're gonna be talking about some news stories.
But not yet.
Now we're gonna be gambling a little bit.
Gamble.
We're gonna be drinking the entire time.
Speaking of being homeless.
Yep.
Basically what you just described. On my way here. Oh, by the way, you know how I made you stop at the Mart to get these?
Yep.
Because I wasn't going to be going by there.
Right.
The bus that I took didn't go where I thought it would, so I ended up, I got dropped off, right there. So, sorry.
It's fine. No, it's fine because I was happy to carry these all the way home, and it was like an 8-minute walk.
I love how our threshold for inconvenience.
Yeah, it's very low. I really hate taking off socks because it means I'm just going to have to put them back on again in the morning.
I know. It's like, who are we trying to impress?
I'm going to wear the same socks.
Duh.
Unless it's Sunday. And then on Saturday night, I take off the socks, go to bed. Sunday morning, they've been on the floor marinating. I put them in the laundry to be done the next week.
Uh-huh.
And then I start a new pair.
Do you only have 2 pairs of socks?
No. I have a pair of socks a week. I buy 4 pairs of socks a month.
Okay. Interesting.
I never reuse socks because socks are never the same twice. After you wear them once, they're done for.
Once for a week.
Well, no. Like the second day you wear them, they're
leave
horrible.
them on.
But
we need to be
life is
drinking
about
faster
sacrifice.
than this. We're already 3 minutes in.
We're 3 minutes in. We're trying to drink kind of hard because we got some stuff to do that's going to stop us from drinking later in this podcast, and we need to get through these, and they're fucking huge.
And they taste. I mean, they're good. They're all right now because they're so cold.
Right, and we decided we were going to eat before this sort of podcast thing, which was a good idea because we're not going to be completely dead 5 minutes after we're done.
Right.
Which is really what happens to us. But I'm already feeling kind of full, so it's it's going to be a slog.
Yep. There's a low threshold for air in our stomachs right now, so we're burping immediately.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so speaking of homeless people.
Yeah, tell me.
You know that the homeless dude that posts up next to Z-Burger?
Uh-huh.
He has that whole throne.
Yeah, he's got his setup. Yeah.
He's watching that throne over there.
Yeah.
So I see him all the time. Today, he had a beverage to his right.
What was it?
The bottle was Diet Cherry Coke.
Uh-huh.
And the container was definitely pee. It was pee.
And was he drinking it?
No, he wasn't drinking it.
Oh, so you said he had a drink today.
I said he had a beverage.
I guess pee could be a beverage.
I'm not judging. I'm just saying.
All I'm saying is
But so it was 3/4 full. My first thing is the pee.
Golden showers fill my mouth.
My first thing is that why? First of all, it was decently clear pee. It wasn't like very yellow.
The man's hydrated.
How's he getting hydrated?
Drinking a lot of pee.
Sure, okay. But second of all, why is he bothering to pee in a bottle? He's homeless, but just pee on the street. Why does he?
I don't know.
Why does he have any? Why doesn't he have like full disdain for society? Why doesn't he just pee on things?
Maybe he fell through the cracks on purpose.
Oh, he like dodged in between the cracks.
Yeah, everyone in every institution was trying to get him back on his feet, and he's like, "No,
You all suck."
no."
But if he was so mad at everyone, then he should still be peeing on everything.
Well,
No, look. I get it. Like if you're like so depressed that you can't convince yourself to get out of bed, even to like go to the bathroom, then you pee in a bottle. That's fine. But you're homeless. You're outdoors already.
right. It's like the world is your bathroom. Your living room is your bathroom.
Right. You don't have to like walk to the bathroom because you're just like there's a tree.
So now, what's the deal with it? Because like homeless guys like that.
Holy Jesus!
Oh my god. So like I guess a lot of them would like go behind a bush and pee, right?
Yeah.
But like why? I saw a guy. He was a homeless guy. He was in a wheelchair, which is really sad. And I felt kind of bad for him until I realized his dick was just out of his pants.
I was with you actually. We're down by the Walgreens.
Yeah. And he
Yeah.
peed.
Yeah, and he was just peeing, and it was like we didn't even have an angle on the dick. All we could see was it was like
It's
looking down the
arcing
barrel
up, yeah.
of, and then as we walked by, we realized what was going on.
Right. And I was like,
This was like downtown.
that was really downtown, and it's like,
And that's
man.
what if I was homeless, absolutely what
But
I would
mean,
do.
that is like you have just decided that you're like.
But he's homeless and in a wheelchair.
Yeah,
Fuck everybody.
Right. Yeah.
Fuck this
That's
Walgreens.
bullshit.
Fuck that guy coming out of the health club. Fuck these two assholes who are gonna make fun of me on a podcast
They're
later.
eating pork rinds or something.
Well, one of us is eating pork rinds. The other of us is
such a fucking fat. He eats pork rinds all day.
damn it, it's a podcast. They don't get it. And then my other thing was, I was walking down your street, and it was more residential and less, homeless pee sort of thing. It's a quick changeover in your neighborhood.
Yeah, you jump straight from an urban street with a bunch of homeless guys living on it. You turn a corner and you're in like residential with a bunch of like 5-year-olds,
And like curfews and
like
stuff.
families. And...
Yeah, so across the street was this guy walking his dog, and I don't know. I like dogs, so I look at dogs when people are walking them. I hate it when I like stare at people's dogs because I like looking at dogs, and you don't get to all the time.
Right, because
And then like sometimes I look up to them and they give me a weird look, and it's like, I'm gonna look at your dog.
right. Why do you have a dog if not for me to look at?
Right.
I'm sorry.
People.
Why are you walking a dog? If
Right.
not for me to look
Showing
at?
it off
It's like,
down the street.
unless your dog's ugly. I saw the awesomest dog the other day. I was walking down P Street and there was a guy. He was in like a suit and he was walking his like Rottweiler, but the Rottweiler had this huge grin on his face and his tongue was sticking out of his mouth. And he's like, and he looks at me like, "Who are you?" And I look back at him, but I'm wearing sunglasses, so he doesn't know what my eyes are saying.
Right.
But then before we could have any more communication, the guy walking him was like, "You're walking with me," and kept going.
What?
Yeah, because the dog. Yeah,
What?
The dog was sort of veering towards me as if to like lick my hand, and some people, it's a pedestrian thing. And it's a Rottweiler. People are a little scared of Rottweilers.
And he was wearing a suit?
Yeah, he goes, "You're walking with me."
Was he the guy from American Psycho?
It was Christian Bale.
Jesus.
No, yeah, he was. "You're walking with me," and
That
I'm
is
like,
such like a passive aggressive way to train your dog.
to train your dog, yeah. And the dog was like, "Huh." And the dog snapped right too,
No, I bet.
because he knows.
He knows the subtlety.
He knows the day he stops listening, his owner will feed him man steaks.
Okay. No, so my point was, the guy was walking his dog, and by the time I looked over, I didn't really realize at the time, but the dog was shitting.
Yeah.
And, like, you don't mean to look at a shitting dog. But sometimes you do,
Well,
because you want
sometimes
to
you
look at the
want to.
dog and he's shitting. And the dog was looking right back at me. You know how dogs do that when they're pooping? They have no
Yeah.
problem making eye contact.
Right, it's like, and it's weird because like if I was pooping, and there were other people around, I would be like, "Oh, don't look."
I'd be
please,
like
I'm not
hiding
gonna-
my face.
I can't.
It'd be like
no.
paparazzi thing.
You don't know.
Christian
you
Bale
don't know.
caught pooping in this week's Us Weekly.
My friend, me and the guy I was working with were in the car today, and we heard on the radio the statistic, and it was like, pass your smartphone to the person next to you, your coworker, your friend, whoever's sitting next to you, and look through their photos for nude pictures. Because a recent study has shown that 25% of all smartphones have naked pictures of some sort on them.
Like just on them?
Yeah.
At any given time? Or?
Yeah. I was like, that's a crazy statistic.
That's the dumbest thing ever.
And, I was like, part of me was like, let's try this. Then I was like, no. My coworker, he what if he does? I'm not saying he would or would not.
But why would you want...
Right.
Wouldn't want to...
And what if I do?
Well, you should know that.
I don't know. What if someone got my phone and dick picked and, like, farved me deep?
Favre farved himself. No one can farve you.
Getting farved deep used to mean, like, catching a Hail Mary.
Well, yeah. Anyway, so the point was, I made eye contact with the dog. It felt really weird because there's poop coming out his butt.
Right.
And then I looked up at his owner just because that's your instinct. I don't know. And the owner was looking at me too. And it was just like...
You saw me looking at the pooping.
He saw me looking at the pooping, looking at him. He was looking at me too.
Did he look at it? He was probably looking at the pooping too, though, for a second.
Oh, I don't know, because he was looking at me.
Right, but he's got to get at least geographically where the poop is to pick it up. Did he pick it up?
I don't know. I looked away in shame. It was really awkward.
Now we don't know if he was a good citizen or not.
Well...
All right. Well, I want to do current events.
Oh, yeah. We,
how much time is left? What timing was?
11 and a half minutes in.
That's it's more than a third.
You know when you take the big gulp and there was air in your mouth?
Yeah, that's in your stomach.